Main issue for me is the backswing. I never know where to put the club, I never know how high to go, when to break the wrists, and I've got a huge loss of power.
Our target now over the next couple of months is to see if we can get you back to breaking 90. I'm actively twisting Bert's hand to feeling that he's going to release his hands much earlier. Better. Okay. Yeah. Better. So you're concentrating now. Would you say you're hitting it more with your right hand?
Yes, I'm trying to. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
To try and avoid going here before I turn.
Yeah.
So I was trying to turn it. If that was the bottle line, I was trying to start turning it about there in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I want you to do.
Is it?
That's exactly the feeling I want to try and get, because what will happen is if you release at impact, the club will come into the ball at the correct angle. You won't thin it, you won't hit behind it, you'll hit it clean. Because what you're doing is your hands are in the incorrect position at impact. It's almost like playing a pitch shot with a long shot where you're holding the club coming through. You're not letting the club release itself coming through. And it's the thing I want to try and get with you now, because I'd mentioned earlier about your left hand and your right hand. You're right-handed, but you're pulling too much with your left arm. I want you to be able to feel that you're hitting it more with your right hand.
Well, that's new for me.
So in your warm-up, what I want you to do now, just hold the club in your right hand, just in your right hand, and just have a couple of little swings. That's it. Now feel it really turning over?
Yeah.
Okay, now what we find is that people who hit the ball mishit it and they hit it short tend to hit it off to the right. So that means that when they're coming in to hit the ball, they're swinging to the left of the target and the club faces open, so you get the feel of a slap rather than a punch.
Yes.
So what I've got to try and get you thinking about is the club turns over coming through the ball, club turns over. So imagine that you're holding the club in your hand, so it must turn over. What you're doing is you're holding it open coming through. So you, again, you also mentioned earlier about where does the club, how do I move the club coming through? And it's really with your right hand. So you're left hand dominant. So what I want to get now, let's just have some more swings and just don't be scared to really hit it with your right hand. Much better. Good. Now you feel the noise was sharper there. Little bit more speed. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take that off and we're going to hit 3 balls again. But what I want to get you to do now is just think about the same feel as we've just had. Okay, now that's the shot I'm looking for. Remember I said to go left? Yeah. So that is you now actively releasing the club head through the ball better. That was much better. So we've hit 3 balls we started off, 3 totally different shots. We hit 3 after doing 10 minutes with the gem. What would you feel the difference? They were more consistent?
Consistent, and also I felt a lazy power and the timing was better.
Yeah. So and the last shot was the best shot you hit. But what I'd just like you to do is just 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes before you play, and maybe 5 minutes in the evening. And then don't think about anything else. Because what you're doing is you're setting the club better. This is the reminder, it puts the club in exactly the same position all the time. And it just shows up right away from you not using it, where you hit 3 different shots.
Absolutely.
And since you've put it on, you've hit every shot better.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there you go, well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, Fraser.
Good.